So when we're talking about the implications, there are two major things we need to talk about: taxes and then what it does to somebody's estate. If I had to categorize and break it into two big things, those would be the two things. And I would say most often people come in wanting to deal with the estate component, not realizing that there are all of these tax ramifications. Okay. So I'm going to use an example that I'm meeting with a client with now. So it's an elderly lady who has multiple children. She has 4 kids, and she came in wanting to add her one child to the deed because he resides there.
Okay.
So I want to talk through what the ramifications are. And in this, we're going to call her Jane. So Jane is a little old lady. She has the 4 kids, and her son that we're going to transfer it to, or she thinks she wants to transfer it to, we're going to call him George. Okay. So let's talk about what the ramifications are for Jane. So the first thing I need Jane to know is that when she does this, if she adds George to the title, do we want it to be joint tenants with right of survivorship, or do we want it to be as tenants in common? If Jane's goal is to avoid probate, it has to be joint tenants with right of survivorship. So the first thing that Jane needs to know is it will not go through her estate. So if her will divides her entire estate 25% to each of her 4 kids, but she adds George to the deed, that house is not going through the will. It will automatically go to George upon her death.
Mm-hmm. So by her splitting everything else evenly, it's actually going to end up being uneven.
Exactly.